I just turned 60. I live by the philosophy of don't get ready, stay ready. It started 10 years ago. I've been trying to come up with some crazy idea at least once a year. This is not very pleasant, but this might become essential too, because I've done enough of these things in the past to know that 10, 12 hours from now, I'm going to be in a world of discomfort. And I've always wanted to do something here at the steps, because this is just such an inspirational place, not just for Philadelphians, but for people from all over the world. Come here to run up these steps and do the Rocky pose. What I'm going to try and do today is I'm going to try and run up the famous Rocky steps 880 times, and by the time I'm done, I'll have run the equivalent of sea level to the top of Mount Everest, back down to sea level again. And at the same time, I've raised over $1,500 for Alex's lemonade stand to help them in their fight against childhood cancer. This is the food: PB&J sandwiches, protein shakes, fruit, lots of fruit, and lots of junk. I'm not usually a big junk food eater, but when you do these things, you need a lot of salt. Without a doubt, these steps are going to punch me in the face several times. What I'm calling this is the Great Rocky Steps Everest Challenge. 3, 2, 1. See you later. When you turn 50, you get this piece of mail that changes your life forever. It's your invitation to join AARP. And when that showed up in the mail, it made me realize there were windows closing in my life. And so I just basically made a list of all the things that I've been putting on the back burner, crazy, outrageous things, and just started checking them off one a year. Today, what we're going to try and do is run up these steps 880 times. And if I succeed, by the time I get to the end, I'll have run the equivalent from sea level to the top of Mount Everest and then back down to sea level again.
I think it's really great. It's showing people that you can do things no matter what age you are, and you can just keep achieving your goals that you have. He's been doing this for so long now, different challenges and crazy things, but you know, he just keeps going. He always says if you rest, you rust. So you just keep going.
We're at 2:21. I'm kind of in the pain zone a little bit now. The legs are hurting, the back is hurting. I'll be by myself, but I've got my crew here. My wife and my daughter are taking the first shift, and then my son and my other daughter are going to be coming down around 6 o'clock. There's a lot of people online on Facebook have been saying, hey, can we come down and run a few laps with you? So I am anticipating quite a few people to show up and just run up and down with me. This is doable. It's going to be hard, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. The thing I enjoy most is finishing, because frankly, it's not a lot of fun. I'm 25% of the way in so far.
When he's having trouble and he's struggling and not able to keep food down and everything, I think, is it time to quit? But he seems to know what he's doing.
It took 48 hours, didn't take 24, but we're finished 880 times up and down the steps, 29,029 feet, the height of Mount Everest, and we raised over $2,000 for Alex's lemonade stand to help them fight cancer.
A really proud moment that he actually accomplished it, and he did get a chance to finish it. We weren't quite sure whether or not he would on Saturday, but it was great that he did it.
I'm getting to an age now where my age is actually an inspiration as well. You know, I'm not 25, 35 years old anymore. A lot of people will say, you know, you got to have confidence, you got to know that you can succeed. And I've always believed that if you know you can succeed, you're thinking too small. I like the idea of believing that you can succeed, but not really knowing 100%, and that certainly fits the bill for this challenge.